Okay, I have way too much to say about this topic, so I figured I'd go ahead and just do a video instead of trying to type it all out. So Fiverr is a freelancer marketplace. The reason I like it for UGC is because instead of you going to each individual job and applying and waiting and hoping to hear back, people come to you and tell you what they need and you give them a price. So you can set your prices however you want, which is nice because it's as opposed to like Join Brands or something where you get $5 and you can't negotiate that. So that's why I like Fiverr. Now, the reason why you are going to use ChatGPT is because it is very much SEO based. So if the people can't find you to ask you to do a job for them, then you're not going to get any business. So you need to be able to set up your account so that is really full of long tail keywords, niche specific, et cetera, et cetera. You could do it yourself, absolutely. And there are courses, there are lots of courses that you could buy to help you set up your Fiverr, and they're, I'm sure, wonderful. I did not get a course. I did not use any kind of course to set up my Fiverr or so far at all in UGC. Now I've done well over $13,000 on Fiverr since starting it in November, and that's in addition to all of like the inbounds and things, and the few app jobs that I've done. So do with that what you wish. If you want that extra help, you want somebody along the way to help you with setting up your Fiverr and all that stuff, definitely by all means get a course, but it is not necessary. Like I said, I use ChatGPT, and you can just ask ChatGPT, how do I set up my Fiverr? And you're going to use keywords like, if you're older, like I am, so I'm 44, I use mature female, and there are fewer mature females than there are younger females in this space. So it gets me a good amount of traffic. And then, you find out other keywords that work for you. And that's why I said use ChatGPT, because there's so much that goes into setting up a Fiverr. It's doable by yourself, but I wouldn't do it without ChatGPT. I just wouldn't. So I hope that answers your question. Sorry, I ramble a little bit, but if you have any more questions, feel free to follow along or ask in the comments.